Stop saying your baby brain couldn't make memories yet. Scientists watched it happen. In March 2025, a Yale team put 26 awake babies into an MRI scanner, and they watched a 1-year-old's memory system fire, and it predicted what stuck, which means the recorder was never broken. It had been running the whole time. This is about the blank every single person carries, roughly your first 3 years. And by the end, we're coming back to the one memory you think is your first. A brain scan needs you awake, mostly still, and doing a task. Babies do none of that. So the old answer was inference. The seahorse-shaped hippocampus is immature, therefore nothing is saved. The Yale team got 26 infants, 4 months to 2 years old, awake in the scanner. And they used the one reliable thing babies do. They stare longer at something they've seen before. Show a baby a face, wait a while, then show it again, beside a brand new one. Then line that looking up against the scan from the very first time they saw it. The harder the hippocampus worked at first sight, the more likely that baby remembered. And the effect was strongest in the older half of the group, past 12 months. So the recorder works, which turns the whole question inside out. If it was written down, then where did it go? Here's the strange part. The infant hippocampus is under construction while it's recording. It's adding brand new neurons at a rate you will never come close to again. Neuroscientists call it neurogenesis. It's one sign of a brain still rewriting its own map. In 2014, researchers asked what all that construction does to memories that are already stored. In adult mice, they pushed neurogenesis up after a memory had formed. The memory faded. Then they went to infant mice, where the rate is naturally enormous, and turned it down. And the infant memories that normally disappear, those stayed. Slowing the growth of an infant mouse brain protected its memories. That's backwards from how we talk about forgetting. It suggests the forgetting there isn't damage at all. It's what happens when the shelves keep rearranging around what is already sitting on them. The file may still be sitting there. What got overwritten was the address. If the file is still there, then someone ought to be able to open it. In 2018, a lab in Toronto tried exactly that in mice. They trained infant mice on an event and tagged the precise neurons that fired while it was encoded. Tagged them with a protein that makes a neuron fire whenever you shine light on it. Then they waited. The mice grew up, and the memory did what infant memories always do. It vanished. Behaviorally gone. Test them, and there's nothing there to find. Then they switched the light on, in those tagged cells only. The memory came back, in adults, long after it should have been gone for good. The author's reading, infant memories aren't a storage failure, they're a retrieval failure. Now the part I want to be careful about, because this is where people get hurt. That was mice, a fiber optic implant, and cells tagged before the memory was ever made. There is no version of that for a human being, none. And decades of digging for buried memories in adults also produced well-documented false ones, which is where this starts to feel solved. It's all still in there. You just lost the key. That's a comfortable place to stop. So let's not. Because the handful of memories you did keep are harder to trust than they look. In 2018, researchers asked more than 6,000 people for their earliest memory and how old they were in it. More than a third dated it to age 2 or younger. About 1 in 8 said age 1 or younger, which is a problem. For most adults, the earliest reliable memory sits somewhere after 3. Almost nobody keeps usable autobiographical memory from further back than that. That team's conclusion was blunt. Many of those aren't memories, they're reconstructions. Other memory researchers published a direct rebuttal. arguing that a memory partly rebuilt from a photograph is still a memory. The argument is genuinely still open. So don't take either side. Run the test on yourself instead. Pull up your earliest memory. Actually do it. Get the picture in front of you. Now, look at the angle of it. Are you looking out through your own eyes or watching yourself from a few feet away? Because if you can see yourself in that frame, that camera angle never existed. Nobody has footage from outside their own head. That doesn't make it false. It means something else built the picture. To be clear, this is about the first years, the blank everyone has. Gaps later in childhood are a different question, and not this one. There's one more lock, and it's the one nobody can pick. In 2002, two researchers ran an unusual event with toddlers, a machine that appeared to shrink objects. Then they waited 6 months, or a full year, and brought the children back. By then, those kids had exploded in vocabulary. They now had every word they needed. And not one child described the event using a word they hadn't already had on the day it happened. Not one. The words arrived too late to reach the memory, which means a memory laid down before language stays in the format it was recorded in. And the adult doing the remembering only knows how to read one format. Here's the trade. The brain that could absorb a language from nothing was still rewriting its own map. Researchers think those years vanished not despite that rewrite, but because of it. So what actually got in? During the window you can't read? Not events. Something more permanent than events. Start with one you can test. By their first birthday, babies have tuned to the sounds around them, which means they are also losing something, the ability to hear contrasts their own language never uses. It's part of why an adult can drill a foreign sound for years and still not quite hear it. Which means your accent didn't start as a habit. It started as a filter, closed before you could speak. And you are thinking, right now, in a language you cannot remember learning. It arrived as a setting, not a memory. Which means someone was in that room doing all of this, and you have never met them. And you can't reach them. Not because they're gone, because you are them. You are continuous with a person you will never be able to interview. Nobody has ever been closer to you. Nobody is further out of reach. And they left no notes, not one line. So the memory you think is your first isn't their report. It's a portrait you painted of them afterwards. You built the language you're thinking in right now and kept nothing from the years you did it. If you enjoyed getting a little stranger, hit that like button and subscribe. A new one every single week.